Somebody asked me like, E.T., come on, man. I think it's a bit much that you said the Nobel Peace Prize. Let me say this to you guys. Let me tell you why I said Nobel Peace Prize. Because I said a 4-year degree and I got it. I said a master's and I got it. I said a PhD, and although it was difficult, we're at the end of the process. We'll finish up in a couple months. I said the Nobel Peace Prize because I don't know how long that's going to take to do. We have to set a goal that if we hit that goal, we're guaranteed to make sure all that other stuff in the middle is going to happen. I need your appetite. So E.T., why 3 o'clock in the morning? Why don't you sleep? My appetite. My appetite. I say, E.T., I want more. I can do more. If I accomplish this without a father, if I accomplish this with my mom being a teenage mom, if I accomplish this as a high school dropout, now that I have people like Glenn in my life, now that I have people like Bob Proctor in my life, now that I have people like John Maxwell in my life, what can I accomplish now? I want you to think about more than just what you're going to do financially, more than what you're going to do in this industry in the next 3 years, right? More than that, I ask you the question, what's your appetite? What are you going to do that will ensure that when the alarm clock goes off, that you are already up 10, 20 minutes before your alarm clock goes off? Why? You've heard me say it before, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. Listen to me, no alarm clock needed. When Glenn said 6 o'clock, I don't know how it happened, jet lag and all, went to sleep about 3 and the body just boom, 5:40, woke me up. Hey guys, time to get up. We gotta go to the lobby at 6 o'clock. 9 o'clock a.m. call, 11 o'clock our time. I don't know what happened, but boom, 5 minutes before 11, the body woke me up. No alarm. I haven't used an alarm clock in over 20 years. What is it? Internally, Eric, I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become a reality. I want to do everything I said I'm going to do. So my appetite increases. It gets stronger every year. I want more every year. I want to do more every year. I want to help more every year. I want to be bolder. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get settled. You should never get settled. You should never get content. Every single year. When you get content, when you settle, somebody's chasing you, somebody's coming from behind, and somebody's trying to take your spot. And so every single day when you wake up, you gotta set new goals, new benchmarks. You gotta raise it higher and higher and higher so you can make your dreams become a reality.
You have to be successful before you can ever be successful. Some of you caught me, some of you didn't. You have to be successful from within. Force that's going to produce the result that you want. You have to give with your energy, your effort, your sweat equity, whatever your material that you possess. You need to leave it out in the environment. Create a beneficial footprint in some way, shape, or form if you are ever going to receive something. Michael Jordan used to say that he didn't compete with other people on the basketball court. If he did, he would have never been the person that he eventually became. He used to say that the standard that he set for himself was such a ridiculous standard that no one could ever live up to it. That his work ethic was just in the direction of competing with what he was capable of. Not the today version, not the yesterday version, not the tomorrow version, but what he was capable of. And what you practice during your private time, you will be rewarded for in the public eye. You are capable of so much more than you could ever imagine. Your capabilities need to be raised in terms of, your standard needs to be raised in terms of what you are producing today, what you're going to produce tomorrow, that you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to do more in a half hour, I'm going to commit more to myself than most people commit during 8 hours of work, that I'll get more done in that time. And then I'm going to work 10 hours with that pace. And then when I get home, I'm going to walk the dog because I have energy that just comes to me. I'm capable of that. Then I'm going to wash the dishes. Then I'm going to go make my bed, clean my room. Then I'm going to go read. Then I'm going to go back to the gym. Then every single meal is going to be right. And when I'm in the gym, I'm not going to stop when the first sign of lactic acid comes in and I get that fatigue, because that's a limitation of what I'm capable of. That 10 reps, I'm not going to set that limitation. I'm going to start counting when it hurts. And I'm not going to stop until I literally cannot do it anymore. You need to raise the standard of what you think is acceptable and unacceptable of yourself. What car do you want to drive? Do you want the best, or are you okay with mediocre? How much money do you want to make? Do you want to have a really fat cushion, or are you okay just getting by? Are you okay with being 15% body fat? Or do you say to yourself, there's not going to be a day that goes by that I don't look at my abs, and I need to improve every single day? That's a standard, and you're capable of something that you cannot even fathom, that you can't imagine. But you need to be successful on the inside with your habits, with your rituals, with your routine, and give your energy throughout every single opportunity that you're presented throughout all 24 hours. That you're not going to say that I can't do this, because that's a limitation of what you're capable of. You're not going to say I'm tired, that I need to rest. But you're going to say I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I'm going to do it till I can't do it anymore. And then I'm going to gain the muscles so that tomorrow it's going to be easier to do it. It's not going to be harder. Compete with what you're capable of.
I believed that I was stupid and not talented, and I felt like a total and abject failure. So I used to be 60 pounds heavier, and I grew up in a morbidly obese family, and I really wanted to escape that fate, but I couldn't see any way to do it. All that I had was this crushing sense of being adrift at sea and not knowing how to get back to shore. I could see the failure. I could see that I had no plan, that I no longer knew how I was going to get where I wanted to go. And I didn't believe that those were things that I could change about myself. They felt like a prison sentence, or if I'm honest, it felt like a death sentence. And it was coming to the realization that I wasn't talented that really forced me to look for a new mindset that would allow me to escape depression, because I was coming to the world with my hand out. And as long as I was coming to the world with my hand out, I was at the mercy of other people. And if I wanted to take control, I was going to have to get control of the resources. And in that was a desire to find another way to think about it, another way to think about myself, another way to think about talent, another way literally to think about everything. And I remember saying to myself, listen, pussy, stop asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself how much you can bear. I began to develop a growth mindset. I needed to believe that by working really hard, that I could get better at anything. And if that were true, then I just needed to buckle down. I needed to practice. I needed to get good. I needed to do the reps. I needed to put in the effort. I needed to be willing to break myself in half to get so good that people couldn't ignore me. The way to do that? Act. That's it. You need to get out there and do something. Right now, today, literally, stop this fucking video, and whatever it is, if you already have a passion, you are so much farther ahead than the vast majority of humankind. If you know what that thing is, get out and act. And by the way, if you don't know what it is, act. That's the only way that you're gonna find out. Go encounter stuff, go try things. It is in the process of action that you're gonna learn the things you need to learn. But if you've been thinking about starting a business, fucking start it. Like, actually build the product right now today. You will learn more, infinitely more, in the process of trying to create it and make it real than you ever will by watching videos, by thinking, by meditating on it, by taking notes. None of it compares. It's not even in the same universe as just going and doing it. One step is better than 100 hours of pontification. Running 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction is better than standing still. You'll learn something. So get rid of this notion that you're gonna end the day with a perfect record. You're gonna fail, you're gonna fuck up, you're gonna try 1,000 things, and 999 of them are not gonna work. But whatever you want, literally don't ask yourself who you are today. Ask only, who do you want to become? And then are you willing to pay the price to get there? Like, people are convinced that they shouldn't act until they have it all figured out. Fuck that. You should act right now today, no matter how chaotic your vision, no matter how chaotic your life, no matter how much you have going on already. You're working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, doesn't matter. Take an action today or you never will.